92.7 WOBM, Shawn and Sue with you on this Tuesday morning.
Good morning.
Joining us right now, Sue, is our friend from Priority Vet, Dr. Stephen Cudia, joins us today to talk all about our pets, some things that we're dealing with, and also some services with Priority Vet as well. Doctor, welcome back and good morning.
Good morning, Shawn and Sue. Thanks for having me on this morning.
Doctor.
I appreciate it.
How are you?
I'm doing very well today. Thank you.
So one of the things that we are hearing a lot about, and listeners' feedback, and even our own homes.
Yes.
Fleas this year. I don't know what it is. Usually we don't have a problem with it, but this year we cannot get rid of the fleas. What are you saying were your thoughts when you first hear that topic, fleas?
Yes, Shawn, as you know, we just opened up Priority Vet here in Toms River about a year ago, and we are hearing from a lot of people about their problems with fleas in the home. We have the opportunity to see folks when they're really starting to have troubles with their pets, and so they're coming to us and asking us for our advice. And some of my thoughts on this come from some of the information that I've been gathering, and that is that there's a lot of sources for information now, most of that coming from online, and it's not always as reliable as the information that you might get from your veterinarian. That's combined with the fact there are so many products out there, Shawn, to use to try and help fleas control your flea problem, and it can really get inundated by all the information, and it's hard to know what to choose.
And I think it's a lot like when you talk about humans' health and people going online and using various websites and things without consulting their physician. You don't want to do that, and I think that's the same you're trying to convey with your pets, because your vet is your doctor for your furry friends.
That's absolutely right, Shawn. Most of the information that you gather on the internet is what we call anecdotal experience, where people are sharing their experiences with their own pet, as opposed to your veterinarian and staff sharing their experience with their patients over the course of time with all the products that are available. Just getting back to the products a little bit, and that is that your veterinarian is the source for all information about those products to control fleas. There's topicals, there's oral medication, there's collars and shampoos. And while a lot of these things are available at the pet store, available online, your veterinarian is the one that knows which one is best for your pet situation.
Perfect.
Knows which ones have certain effects for your pet that may be untoward if applied or utilized. And so that's why they're really the source of information for gathering the things to control fleas.
So best way to do it is go to your vet, talk to them, and see what's best for your dog.
That is absolutely the case.
Because I'm guilty of trying every single thing I ever Googled, and it doesn't work.
That's absolutely right.
I'm guilty of that, yeah.
And some of the things that people are telling us at Priority Vet that then become a problem, or that they're not applying or giving the medication at the right dosing or at the right frequency. And so there's failures in that. There are certain products that need to be applied at a certain time and in a certain doses, and if they're not remembering to do that, that's obviously creating a problem. Gotcha. Most of the topical products do have a situation where if you bathe too closely to the application, it negates the effect of that topical, and that's probably one of the biggest failures.
Now, is it the weather? I mean, I know you're not a fleologist, if you will, but I mean, is it that the flea is just multiplied itself a lot this year? Is it because the weather hasn't been cold enough? Why are there so many fleas this year?
That's right. Well, it goes all the way back to the life cycle or the reproductive cycle of the flea, Shawn. It can be as short as 3 weeks. And so they rapidly multiply, and they're very prolific. And it does depend on the weather. And in the warmer weather, under the right humidity conditions, these eggs start to hatch. And the eggs can last in the environment for up to a year. So you could have eggs in your home for a year's time, and then the time is set for new fleas to hatch. And then all of these eggs from last year also hatch at the same time. And so you may be seeing a quadruplicate of fleas all at once because of those conditions being right.
Unbelievable. Hey, before we finish up, let's talk a little bit about Priority Vet. By the way, you can go to priorityvet.com for more information. You guys have brought a service that was so needed to the area, and that is veterinarian work, but also work done after hours and odd hours.
Wonderful.
Let's face it, bad things don't always happen on schedule.
That's right. That's right.
And you're here for folks when they need them.
Absolutely. We absolutely are. And we are becoming the source of information for folks in these situations. Many of them are not getting routine veterinary care. We're encouraging them to go back to that, get advice from their regular veterinarian, find a regular veterinarian that can help them during the day and offer these preventative products to them. And it's what we're finding is really most important is that don't skimp on your preventative care. An ounce of prevention is really worth a pound of cure. It's so true. We have folks that are really being challenged with their pets' problems when they get to a point that they have to come and see us. And so as much as we love to see them and help them, that routine care is really very important. And I do just want to make one more comment about the online access to these products, Shawn. My research is telling me that there's a lot of counterfeit products out there. They have inundated the market, and the best source for your flea control medication is from your veterinarian or directly from one of the pet stores in the area that stands behind the product, knows its source and where it's coming from. It's a huge problem out there, believe it or not.
Yes.
Now, if you want more information about your pets, including flea issues and such, Priority Vet 732-733-2911 is the number to call. PriorityVet.com is the website. You're right on Route 37 in Toms River. And you guys have the added hours after the nighttime hours and such, so folks can take advantage when bad situations arise.
Yes, we do.
I did want to ask a real quick question, Doctor. When, we do well checks for our children, okay? So if we do well checks for our dogs, should it be yearly?
Absolutely.
Is that how it should work?
Absolutely. For younger animals, every year you should be going in, even if it's just to have an examination and a discussion with your veterinarian about your current situation with all of your pets, and make sure you're doing the right thing for all of them. Okay. So every year, as pets get older, we recommend even more often, every 6 months, because as you're aware, they age much more quickly than us. And so every year or every other year, if you don't see the vet for a couple of years, that's a lifetime for your pet.
Wow, okay.
So, we're really happy to see folks down at Priority Vet. We are there 6 to midnight, 7 days a week. We do close on the holidays to celebrate with our families, but we do like to fill in the gap between your regular veterinarian and your 24-hour emergency. And we're equipped to handle anything that your pet is ailed with. And we'd be happy to see you any night of the week.
Very good. And that is 732-733-2911, 6 to midnight. Weekdays, be sure to stop by if you have a situation arise during those off hours. And we want to thank Dr. Stephen Cudia for joining us. And let's hope the doggies, and I guess the cats too, stop itching this winter.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Doctor, for being with us.
Thanks a lot, Shawn and Sue. Thanks for having me.
Go to PriorityVet.com for more information with WOBM.